Hello everyone, I'm Bobby Martinez, one of your city council members here in Port Hueneme, and I'm here with Mayor Pro Tem Rich Rollins.
Hello.
And we're going to be talking a little bit about some of the things that happened in last night's meeting, our city council. And is there anything that you want to let the public know about?
Yes, actually, most city council meetings start with an inspiration, and I want to congratulate you, Bobby, with a nice inspiration. What inspired him last night were the city employees of Port Hueneme, and really they're the foundation to make all the good things happen that we want to see happen in the next few years. We come up with the ideas, we set the policy, but they're the ones who actually will implement them.
And thank you so much, Rich. I really wanted to make a video to let everybody know that we have some really hardworking employees, and we're gonna continue to work together to create the city that everybody is so excited to see, because we're gonna do a lot of positive changes. I can think about the Parks and Rec master plan that we talked about last night, which
Yes.
wasn't necessarily what we're going to be doing. There were suggestions, and there were a lot of good suggestions.
Yes, I think the company that we hired put on their creative thinking caps and came up outside the box and came up with a lot of different ideas. I think probably paramount to us all is, now that we're in a good financial situation, we want to take the existing parks that we have and get them up to snuff. We want to make sure that our existing facilities are in great shape and serve the public well. Once we move on to that accomplishment, we want to look outside as far as different types of amenities that we can provide at the various different parks that will make it more attractive to our local community, maybe meet some of the needs that we're not quite meeting right now. I know that they did even with the COVID environment, they did an extensive survey where they talked to various different members of the community. One of the things they found, unfortunately, was that we're very park poor. For the size of our city, the amount of acreage for parks is very limited, and for the most part may continue to be that way because we're pretty well built out right now. But
meaning we can't expand, right?
Yeah, there isn't any vacant land right now that we can make a park right now. So what we want to do is the parks that we do have, and the beach, which is our biggest park really, we want to make sure that it's as nice as we can get it.
And also maximize the space, correct?
Yes.
I thought it was really neat to make sure that we don't just have one single use fields, and then we can have multi use.
Yes.
Such as both baseball and soccer. And I thought that got me excited, getting some soccer fields out here in Miranda or Bubbling Springs.
Yes, because when you have limited space, you have to think smart and maximize the use of that space, because recreation is an individual thing. And in order for people to recreate, they have a wide variety of ideas on what they like to do during their spare time. And the importance, I think, of good recreational facilities, that we have those various different opportunities, because everybody is different. And in order for them to maximize their use, you have to do something that you really like to do. And if those opportunities are not there, you kind of don't recreate, even though you should. I was a professional in recreation for 35 years, and good quality recreational programs not only improves your body, but it improves your mental makeup. I know last night there was a lot of discussion regarding the need to kind of promote good quality mental health, and recreation not only provides physical health, but it also provides mental health.
And jumping on that, I know we don't have the rims here on Miranda Park, but our COVID numbers are improving, and we're getting close to being able to have the rims back up here so that people can come out here and shoot some hoops, which would be nice. And we've also, Chief Salinas also mentioned that maybe we can bring back the rims, but maybe not have full court basketball games, but we can have families come out here and shoot some hoops with their kids, which would be nice, right? But necessarily not like full contact sports.
Yeah, I mean, the COVID numbers are very promising. In fact, I myself got myself a shot about a week and a half ago. So the more people who get their vaccinations, the more of a healthy, potentially virus-free community we will become. And with those numbers going up, we want to begin to open it up to the community, because I'm sure the community has been very frustrated. Being safe and stuff like that is a prudent thing, but nonetheless it creates a certain amount of frustration. And my granddaughter, she's climbing the walls right now because she needs to get out there. And I'm sure many of you with grandkids and children we're feeling the same thing. And we need to be smart about it. We don't want to kind of jump the gun and say we're going to have full-on recreation and close contact, because you never know, those numbers could bounce back up again. So I was going to say the city has done a really good job, I know, with the senior exercise program, where they've said we want to continue it on, but we want to be safe. So we want to, they do things that we set people 6 feet apart, they wear their masks, and we can do similar things to that on all recreational programs.
And the good news is we are moving forward, and we're even planning to hopefully have the beach festival this summer, right?
Yes, we are. We are planning it. We have some drop-dead dates. We're going to be looking at the COVID figures, and we're going to be following the CDC guidelines, but we want to look positive, and we want to think positively. And so we're already beginning to at least do some preliminary planning. We're going to be moving the date back a week from its traditional time to give us a little extra time. We've gotten some really excited cooperation by the local cannabis operations. They're going to be providing entertainment. We're trying to make an emphasis. I know the local businesses have been hit really hard with this COVID, and so we're going to try to encourage them to perhaps man some of the existing food booths and stuff, so that they can help their economy again. We're also trying to make this more of a pure, not a pure, but a very locally oriented thing. We're going to try to get a lot of the high schools out here, some of the youth sport groups to come out and provide information booths, provide different types of booths where they can raise money. Another concept that we're looking into is, while the highlight will be the 2-day event at the beach, we're trying to have some ancillary events going on throughout the couple weeks. Perhaps I know that the
a surfing contest,
sandcastle contest. The Little League is perhaps going to do a cornhole.
Oh, that's right.
Contest.
That's right.
I may even encourage the local pickleballers to have a little pickleball tournament, or at least a pickleball forum, so people can learn what it's like to play pickleball. So we're going to have that weekend thing, but we're hoping to spread that out. We're trying to make this a very local thing. Our top priority is to serve the local residents. We want other people to come to see what Port Hueneme is all about, but we've been stowed away for a long time, and I think the signs are looking good.
I think so too, and we're even going to be having we approved Wheelhouse anniversary event here at the beach.
Yes.
So that's also something that's really nice.
And that's where, again, they're thinking outside the box. So I think in previous years, Wheelhouse would have a little forum at their local where people could see the various different products, and they had different activities and food and stuff like that for the community. And because of the COVID, in March we're going to hope to have what they call a drive-through event, very similar to how the Toys for Tot event went in December, where you can drive through, you can see the various different products, you can go over, and there's going to be various different nonprofit groups. And at the end of the day, they're hoping, in fact, they've almost insured us with their sponsors, that we're going to be raising $50,000 to $75,000 for the various different local nonprofits that, again, have been hit, with this. And so it's going to be a really cool event. It's going to be at the beach.
21 and over?
21 and over. You know, we're doing our due diligence. There's going to be an area where only people 21 and over can view the products. They're not going to be able to try the products out there. They're just going to be able to purchase them as they move. At the end, they'll be able to purchase them as they move out. But there'll be other really neat programs. And what's kind of cool is that in the evening, we're going to have a movie at the beach. I think we're going. I may not be totally sure, but I think it's a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
So
The Last Jedi.
The Last Jedi. So how cool could that be? And so I think it'll be a neat family event with good precautions, and I think it's, you know, to a degree it's a tribute to our cannabis operations, because, you know, I think they could, you know, through their taxes and through their donations to the community, I think they probably donate close to $2 million a year, which has put us in the black, so that when we go to parks like this and we do the park mass, we'll actually have money to do some good things.
Yeah, and so overall, last night's meeting was a really nice sign of hope.
Yes.
Because we are planning the beach festival, even if, you know, it doesn't follow through, we're at least taking the necessary steps to, you know, to bring some positivity here for our city.
Yes, and then, you know, one thing that I think is a very human side of our council is we have, I think, 4 councilmen in teams of 2 working towards coming up with various different solutions to the homeless problem. I mean, it's a regional, it's a national problem, and we're beginning to look at, to visit various different programs in the region to see what has worked, what perhaps has not worked, and so that we can learn to the future so we can deal with this plight.
Well, any last comments?
No, I want to, Bobby got me out here at 8 in the morning, and we had a very long council meeting last night, but I'm glad to come out here and to support the energy that Councilman Martinez has towards moving our city forward.
Thank you, Rich.
Sure.
All right. Thank you for watching.